Hello everybody, welcome back to High Button Sports here as we get set for some U13 AAA Bedford. This is our first regular season of the season I should say, for Bedford, and ready to go here. Last year we did the U13 team for Bedford, and then we did the Jordan Boyd, and now we're in it to the regular season here. So Bedford looking to get a win here over Cape Breton West side. Cape Breton obviously coming down and looking to steal one here against the Blues. That puck worked out and behind, grabbed by Hayes in the right-hand corner. Try to steer that up and behind. It'll come back. Burke trying to poke it by. West grab it now up the right side, looking for that pass across. Grab now in front for a moment. Backhand shot, and that one hits the post. Dangerously close here early. Back up through the middle now. Bedford getting a line change, so only one man in on it. That'll be McDougall. McDougall tries to hand that off beyond rushing Conlon, but it'll be sent in behind. Bedford with the tag up. They'll have it on the right side now. Pushing up ahead. Connecting on that pass. Drop pass to no one there by Schneer. The AP called up for the game. Stretch pass out to Cape Breton. Shot on, and the save made. So, as you can see, not your typical home game here for the Bedford side, as we are in Dartmouth. Typically they'd be on pad D, which we'll see tomorrow. This must have been a throw-in game, as we're on pad B at the RBC Center here. Always packed at the RBC on a weekend. Lots of female hockey gets played here as well. And Bedford looking to get a victory here before they'll play tomorrow afternoon at their regular home there in Bedford, in BMO Center. So hope you can bear with us on the angle. Obviously not ideal. Try our best here from up top. I mean, last year we were along the ice and we were down zooming, so at least we'll take it over that. And when we return to the BMO Center tomorrow, obviously back to the middle. So little bonus game for you here. Burke holds on to it, comes in, and Antsy gets the save. Burke getting a little push behind the plate. Burke, obviously one of the top players in the entire province for it, and they're going to send him off. They don't really take much of it, and now they're sending Burke off after. So coincidentals early in this one, as don't know if that was initially going to be called a penalty just on the Cape Breton Islanders, but nonetheless, if it was, it will not be anymore, and it'll be a 5-on-5, so Bedford's got to send out one more guy. Face-off dropped in there. Coming in and around on the right side, a little move to the middle. Grabbed onto the stick there, Johnson. Johnson tries to get rid of it. It's back in behind to center. Just gaining the red line, then back in for the Islanders. Into the far corner, and fought for by Bedford in behind. It comes out free on the right side. Centering pass there will regain the zone. Spun around and down low there is Sears. Grayson Sears plays that back and behind. Picked up by Cape Breton now. A little touch pass up the middle. McDougall hands that off, and now Cape Breton off to the races. They'll take a high shot, and they have the power play out there on the clock, but we do know that that's not the case. There is no power play. There's 5-on-5 here. That one's slap shot from the point, tipped off in front, gonna fall off into the opposite corner. Trying to get that back in. It'll be sent across, corner to corner pass in the feet. Now up the left side. Conlon moves it semi ahead, but it'll be hit down there in front. Back in behind with a lead pass. Stepped up and taken the play away is Hayes. And now it'll leave Bedford a chance to tag up. Last time I saw Bedford was game 2 of the Jordan Boyd Memorial Tournament, where they were definitely getting used to playing with each other, brand new team. So going to be looking out for that tonight. A few weeks together now, a few more games, maybe getting into the rhythm a little better. That one to the blue line, sent in. Back into the right side, chipped up in behind. Still fighting to work that puck forward, but it'll be back on the left side to the stick there of Hayes. Circle back. That one turned over. Entering now up the right side. Islanders held off. Still on it in behind. Cape Breton pushing it forward as 11 minutes now left to go in the first. Chipped up there to the right side, picked up by Bedford. Touched through the middle, looking for the lead, gonna stay onside. Bedford with a shot on that one, missing wide. Picked up now here by the Islanders and working it back in the other way, up the left side. Far over and then dump back in behind. Grabbed by Lebucky. He'll chase it over there near the ring-out line. Stops up, a nice little dish pass up the right wall. Picked up by Bedford into the offensive zone. Weaving here in front, handing off to Johnson at the last second. Down in here, Farrow for the Islanders working on Johnson. Helped turn over that puck back in behind. Lebucky races after. Hand it off. Lead pass up there on the right side. In comes Bedford, has a pass in front into escape, but Conlon there for it. Conlon tries to jam it in. As Johnson tried to pick up on it again, and it's back in behind. Robertson pinched down way off the line, but forward will come help out. Grab now and moving and shaking around. Up through the middle. Bedford doing a good job of pushing it forward when they do get it in the zone, but Cape Breton's had a couple chances themselves. No real advantage here just yet. Puck exits the zone. Bedford picking up on it. Sent down. Grabbed by Ward. We'll play it around the left side. Back in behind, poked on to Bedford. Up the right side now. Gonna have to stay onside, they do. Up ahead, handed off there, left side shot, big shot in, rebound, and Chandler had it on a stick for a moment, but couldn't get a clean shot at it. Stick handling in front. Up the right side and past the stick of Parsons. And that'll go for an icing here, just under 9 minutes to go here in the first period, still scoreless. Head back in. Still haven't seen Burke back out yet as he served his penalty. Obviously a difference-making type of player out there. Burke played on this U13 AAA team last year. Put up fantastic numbers, then played some high-level spring hockey. Decided to come back to Bedford. His counterpart, Jackson Mood, another good player for Bedford last year, moved over to the Western Hurricanes for the year. I'm sure it won't be the last time we have Mood on High Button Streams. Back in behind the net now. Cape Breton one-timer in front. That'll come out, and now Bedford look to work it up through center. Over the blue line. Hand it off. Steering in front. It's rolling around. It's loose in front. Oh, and a good opportunity for Stewart. Couldn't jam it home. We had a great angle at it here. Really open, and now they'll head back the other way here. Romard for the Islanders, shot on, saved there at the other end, so a chance for both sides. Cape Breton now down on the left side, that'll get worked back to the line. Up through the middle now, gaining the blue, shot on, that one rolling out with a big rebound, it's loose there on the right side, sending into the pad, another shot at it. Still loose in the skates, and now it'll be finally covered up as a few whacks at it there. Grayson Sears dangerously close to one. And now we'll have a face-off down here right in front. McGinnis picks it up. McGinnis, obviously a well-known name out there in Cape Breton. Wrapping around the end boards. Picked up, handed off on the left. A little chip pass up ahead. Coming down over the blue line. Tried to poke by. Picked up by Braun and sent back into center. Pretty good game here so far as we're halfway through the first. Gonna need to tag off on the onside. Way offside as they didn't get there in time. Burke now back out there. Cape Breton gets it out of the zone. Poked back on. Bedford now trying to steer it in the other way. Up ahead and a stick lift through center. Lead pass in through the middle. Cape Breton now down. Stick handled and taken away. Bounce back in behind. Stick handling now at the right side. Backhand blockers on McDougall. Loose in front there. Conlon went to the net and that'll be sent down. I don't think that'll go for an icing. No, it'll be picked up. Touched over to the right side. In behind now. Still scoreless here. 6-12 in the first. 4-4 the shots. Down low in the zone. It'll come back around. In through the middle. Cape Breton stick handling. Back to the blue line. Down near the hash marks. Shot pass into a skate. Fighting for it here along the left side boards. Up the wall, Burke. Burke circling back around, finding some open room. Touches that up ahead, a lead pass, gets cut off, and it'll head on back. Dished over and turned over right down the middle, but bailed out down low. Picked up, lead pass. No icing. Down here in front, Stewart to that one in a hurry. Coming back out, and Jollymore will chase it. Jollymore. Back in behind, touched through the middle, and brought just in on side. Played off. Bouncing off the wall there to Burke. Burke's gonna pick that up. Go for a skate down the right side here. All four of the five Cape Breton players on top of him, and now caught in a change. Cape Breton on the left side. Shot on, steered away, trying to clear it out through the middle, gets through some bodies. Now back up through center. Shot into the gut there. Steering it ahead, still with possession here, Sears. Back in behind. Picked up. Turned over, now down the right side, holding on to it, shot on. That one won't get the full shot off. There's a save made. Passed off in behind. Cape Breton near their blue line. Near the end of the first period, that one's shot. Missing the mark. Picked up now on the wall. Drop back in. Poked. That one's going to exit offside here. Now back down in front. Pass across on the left. Trying to step in for it. Near center. Up the wall and sent in behind. Poked at it. Arm goes up, and now Bedford off to the power play for the first time. Down the left side, shot on by Burke, looking for his rebound. Passed off. Chased his own, and now it'll be touched up, and now the power play will start. Picked up. One back to the line. D pass there. McDougal gets it across, and it's finished off by Burke in front as the second effort jams him up in the zone, and Burke will not make that mistake twice, and he won't even make it once. He'll put it in the back of the net anytime you give him it right on the doorstep, and that'll be 1-0 for Bedford on the power play marker. And we'll head back to center here. 2:46 and our first goal of the game on the power play. Burke from McDougal. Back in behind. Passed off, little saucer pass up through the middle. Grabbed on, Burke going for another skate here, in on net. It's the post. Made the move all the way. Had it at 99% of the way in the net, but can't get the last push as it hits the post and stays out. Good solo effort. Trying to get it down again. McDougal has it knocked off the stick. Cape Breton looking for some fight back here. Can't go down too quickly. Down in front and all sorts of pressure. Puck comes back out on the right. Grab now, played in behind. Shot on, that one hits the post. Best opportunity in a while there for Cape Breton. Back up through the middle. Grabbed and fired on, it'll be into the glove, it'll fall out and be continuing. 90 seconds remaining in the first. Up the right side. Bedford gets to it, tries to get it over to Jollymore. It'll miss him and then be sent on down for our first icing here. 1:18 to go. Head back in the other way. So Bedford a little slow to start out, but not too bad, and have definitely gotten their feet under them. Picked up now, that'll be on the blue line. 1:13 remaining here in the first. Bedford in the far side corner, pressure on. Hits the glass and falls back in behind. Cape Breton on it. Centering pass, shot on, that one stays out. Jerome Doucette, the goaltender, ready for that one. Under a minute now. Picked up on the left side. Pass led ahead, waved off. Stewart with a little bit of pressure here. Up through the middle, Cape Breton now brought back in. Sears. Sears gonna chase it into the half wall alone as 26 seconds remain. Loose down here in front. Up along the left side wall. Grabbed, it'll come near the wingette line. Low shot, Anstey steers it aside, trying to jam it in on the close post. Not a play you see every day, but not a bad idea there for Sears. Now down in behind, and that'll take us to the end of the first. So 1-0 Bedford at the end of one. 15 fresh minutes on the clock. We'll be back for the second shortly. All right, and not much of a rest here in between the first and the second, as just about 30 seconds before we get into the next one. I believe we'll have our rest in between the second and third where we have the ice cleared. So 15 minutes on the clock. Bedford's at the close end this time around. And near center, that one into some feet. Handed off there on the right side. Entering, pushed in behind for Sears. Sears gets that puck off. Tried to hand it back. It'll exit the zone here. Lead pass up the right. Cape Breton picking it up now. Kind of just threw it up the middle. Risky play there by Cape Breton as they play that back in, and it's wrapped around on the other side. Picked up. Knowles lays the body, and a power play coming for the body contact. Won't go, and it'll be a power play opportunity now for the Islanders, who are trying to tie it up. Speaking of the Islanders, Cape Breton West Islanders U18 team playing on the Cape Breton West High Button YouTube channel in about an hour. So make sure you tune in for what will be Brad Chandler's last game with High Button. So a short but memorable stint for the Chan man. And obviously we'll be continuing to bring you those games as the years go on, or as the year goes on, but won't be Brad behind the camera. But one last hurrah for the man tonight. Held on to, that one shot and around. Picked up now, Burke tries to get it out. Held in the zone. Cape Breton would really love one here. Haven't had much offensive opportunities since the first 7 or so minutes. Sent down the length of the ice. Picked up in behind Robertson. Last man back along with LeBucky on D. Up the left side trying to find Burke. Burke will take it in stride. Into the right side corner. Centering pass. Gets something out of it, but Cape Breton will come back out with it. Up over the blue line. LeBucky, he'll go down. Picked up. Handed off. Stepping in, high shot. Flutters back in behind. Up along the wall. Kept in on the blue again. Comes down, LeBucky. Over to the ringette line. Holding in the zone with 46 seconds left to go on the power play. Drop that. Picked up now by Chandler. Chandler will try to get rid of it, but it's kept in. LeBucky on it. LeBucky now head up. He holds on. Over the blue line, sent and gloved out of the air. They'll continue play with 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Cape Breton, though, have to get it over their own end. Bounce pass. It'll get up for West. Cape Breton now cutting back around. Drop pass to the blue line. Stick handling in. Low shot. That one will come out, but just jumped the stick, and Chandler able to clear it that time around. No icing, but the power play will end, and it'll be picked up on the other side here by Conlon. Kept in by Robertson. One of the returning D-men here on the Bedford side. Grab now, ringette line. Steered in behind, Robertson chasing. Robertson, some pressure there. Conlon gonna help out. Pass up the left. Picked up, lead pass in through the middle. Good burst of speed down here by Stewart. Tries to get that back, but it'll be Cape Breton in the other way. Back and forth action here to start the second. Picked up and fired in behind. Jollymore chips on by. Gets it up to Stewart, but can't clear. Eventually he'll come back into the middle. Now Cape Breton shot on. Pushed off here to the right side. Jollymore goes down. Burke stays up. Shot in between the legs, and that one will be covered by Doucette. And a whistle on the play there with 11:02 remaining in the second. Dropped in, flicked up the right side, Jollymore there. Arm goes up, and maybe another penalty here to Bedford, touched. And I think they're gonna get him on the trip there in behind, and I think that might be number 14, Sears, headed to the box. So an opportunity once more for West to try to tie this up, 1-goal game. Hayes grabs it. Sent on up. Picked up, hits the linesman. Gonna come back down around. Grabbed and sent the length of the ice. Pass up to the middle. Islanders down the left side. Peoples steers back. Played to the blue line. Back to Peoples. Down to McDonald. McDonald holding. He'll cut back. Over to Hayes. Little PK in there. 5-on-4, chipped up towards the middle. Now it'll be 1-on-1 the other way. Bedford with it. Going for a skate there, Schlender. Schlender, pretty offensive player. Haven't heard too much of him yet tonight, but one of the top offensive guys on this Bedford team. As that stick came down like an axe. They're not going to call it, though. Kate Breton in behind, looking for the wraparound. Going to pass it a little too early. McDougall now on the wall. He won't be able to win that battle. Sent him behind. 32 seconds left on the power play. Handled off to McDonald. McDonald can't corral it as Hayes grabs and back on up. Poked at it. Down low here in front of us now. Back to the blue line. Shot that one off the post. Sent in, and it'll find the back of the net. As the rebound came right down in front, they were able to just get it on the inside, and it will be a power play marker with 9 minutes remaining in the second. Grabbed up here on the left. Bedford now looking to get that one back in behind. Passed off in front. Kate Breton up through the middle. Going for a skate. Sampson tries to get that in front. Burke. Burke now. Up the right side. Shot on. A nice one from a good spot. Comes back over, and bear with me on some of these camera angles. I haven't worked a corner game here in over half a year, so trying to get the hang of it once again here at RBC. Not one of my favorite rinks to stream in, if I'll be honest with you there at home, but we're battling through for the Bedford AAA team, who are tied 1-1. Low in the zone, trying to get that up through the middle, chop that. Picked up through center, and Kate Breton being the first to pucks right now, the difference. On the right side, steered on down. Grabbed here in front, fighting for it, McDougall. Conley keeps it in, Islanders. Now up the left side. Holding. Passed off as we're about halfway through this game. That one sent in around. Near the ringette line. Cape Breton will come back on. Into the close corner here next to us. Peoples. Fishes it out. Nice stick by Parsons, frees it up. Now Stewart will head down the right side for Bedford. Trying to restore the lead. Stewart shoots it on, and it'll be an easy cover there. Sent up through the middle, it'll be hustled after. Sent on and steered away. Over to Parsons, up to Sears. Sears, now lead pass on to the right side. Coming back down here on the left. Nice, lots of room, held on and messes it up in the last second. And he, similar to Burke earlier, it seemed like he was all the way there, but didn't go at the last second. Up the right side now, and Cape Breton definitely a better second period than Bedford here. Parsons in behind. Lead pass up to Sears in a dangerous area, but it gets through. Delayed offside, and then they'll get the whistle. Back in behind now. Grabbed by Cape Breton. 5:31 left to go here in the second period. Pretty quick game here so far. Grabbed and touched towards the middle. Picked up now, circling around. Here comes Burke. Burke off the left side, shot, scores. Puts it top shelf and puts his team back on top, so not the best period they've played all year, but it won't matter. Burke can go down and do that and give his team the lead once again. So 2-1 now with 5:11 left to go in the second. We'll have a nice clear and then our third period after this one. Down on the right side, trying to steer that up the boards. It's picked up and stick handle down in behind. Bedford looking for more here. Trying to strike while the iron's hot. Back in on the left, jump back through the middle. Lead pass, back to Hayes. He'll take it, shoot it down, delayed offside. They'll get onside now. Cape Breton touches it up on the side again. Grabbed, looking for the lead pass, just onside. They'll get it off, shot on, big rebound, cleared out by Sears, who's having himself a game. Defensively and offensive, trying to create something in a game where there hasn't been much offense for either side. That one in front off the crossbar. Wire through, fans on the slap shot. Now Stewart will come. Sent in around. And a whistle there. Maybe it hit someone on the bench there for the Bedford as they have their arms up. Head down for 3:51 remaining and a penalty on the play to Bedford, so they might have got him for the too many. So a chance for Cape Breton once again to tie it up. Grab down low, over here to Schlender. Schlender up the right side. Beckett Schlender trying to get something going. Short-handed, in behind, centering pass, it's on the stick, or partially on the stick for a moment. Now coming on back. It'll be grabbed by LeBucky for a moment. He'll have to chase after it again into the corner. Tries to get up to Johnson's turned over to the line. Johnson with some pressure, back and behind. Now in tight here to Sampson. Sampson back to the blue line. Over in front to Roard, tipped off, nice chance. Doucette's got to stay with it. Opportunity again, slap shot on, stays out. Back to the blue line. Low one on the mark here, Roard shot, and that one comes down. And good opportunities, Doucette staying strong. Back and behind for Robertson, a minute left on the PK. He'll just try to get it out, and he'll get it at least out of the zone. Now Schlender tries to go around. Back and behind. That'll be worked up the right side now by West. Over to Robertson. In behind. Robertson picked up the wall. That one gaining center. Chandler with some pressure. Here they come. Centering pass. Can't find Burke, who's looking for his third. 2 minutes now left in the second. Run over. 8 seconds remaining on the power play, so it looks like they're going to skate with one here. Parsons grabs it. He'll try to get it over to Robertson. Into the boards there. Robertson, the second year, playing a little more aggressive than some of these first years out there. Extra push there on Burke. Parsons in behind. Robertson now. Good job playing the body cleanly. Not drawing it, not taking any penalties, but definitely playing aggressive. Down low in the corner now, Parsons. In behind, one of the parents here not happy with the rough play. Knocked over, and now they're gonna get him, so it will be a penalty eventually with 1:15 to go. That is a little too rough there for Sears, who will head to the sin bin. Shot 7 for Bedford, 10 for Cape Breton, so the power plays have definitely been helping them, but the scoreboard reads 2-1 due to the Burke goals. We'll have a face-off right here in front. I guess it'll be a little bit towards the left. Remember, in 1:15, we'll take a 10-minute break and then be back for our third and final period. Back to the ringette line, falling, an opportunity now for Bedford. Picked up and shot down. Backing around, it's stick handled. Cutting off to the middle. Loose again, Cape Breton with an opportunity, but digs a friendly bounce over to Conlon, who's able to shoot it down with 49 seconds remaining. Seconds left on the clock. Zamboni ready to go out there. Kick back to Jollymore. Jollymore, he'll get down, hand it off. Lead pass, lots of penalty killing time for Jollymore as well as Knowles on the back end. Parsons, my mistake. 10 seconds now remaining up the right side. Grabbed, and that should take us to the end of the period as we head to center with 4 seconds remaining, and it'll be sent off, and that'll do it. So 2-1 at the end of 2. We'll be back shortly with the third. back here for the third and final period. 2-1 the score here for Bedford as they look to pull one out on this rare Saturday night game on Pad B. Halloween weekend upon us. And we are off to the races here for a third period, and Bedford trying to hold the lead, 15 minutes on the clock. We'll see where it goes from here. 35 seconds of PK time for Bedford to start off. That one back to the blue line. Held in and now just chipped down into the right-hand corner. Grabbed now by Cape Breton through the middle. Poking it up in behind. Grabbed out there and sent back around. Back into the west end, and the penalty killed off here for Bedford. Up the right side and trying to swipe at it. Sent in, and that'll be into the glove on the bench, so we'll get a whistle. So only 7 shots here for Bedford through 2 periods, 10 for Cape Breton, so hasn't been an offensive game for either side. Dropped in now on the left side, weaving up ahead, handed off, and a big one by Burke as he finishes off the hat trick. And Maddox Burke will extend the lead to 2 off a nice shot right from the slot early in this third period. And Bedford getting help in the goal category from their star player out there, and Burke puts another one back with under 14 minutes to go, so just over a minute into the third. Puck getting ready to be dropped in again and swept down by Robertson. Back in behind. Robertson now on the left side. He stick handles up ahead. Up in through center, trying to pick it up on the other side. It'll bounce. Played back. Up here on the right, stick handling in, backhand on. That one rolling up, and it'll be covered as McDougall had a good look at one. Face off coming down right here in front of us. Schlender. Picked up now, Peoples. He'll try to put it back in around, grabbed. In towards the middle, big collision will continue on, however. Cape Breton now needs to get back in this game as down 2 in the third. In along the end boards, handed off. That one's gonna be carefully covered up. So, like I said, we'll be back tomorrow with Bedford at the BMO Center at 2:15 in the afternoon. I will not be on the call for that one as I've got to do a Gulls game, I believe, out there in Tantallon. It'll be Chris Tracy, High Button Sports, on the call tomorrow night. I'm sure you'll love them just as much as you love me there at home. Lots of great commentators here at High Button. Happy to have Bedford U13AAA back on for the season. That one picked up in behind, trying to jam it through the legs, and they score on the rebound. Got caught up in front, and Cape Breton finds us right back in it, just jamming away at one. And it's a 1-goal game once again here with 12:32 to go in the third. Back to center. Picked up, stick handling away. Good chance here again. Shot on and a big glove save as coming right back at it was Conlon. Shot low, steered back in behind, Conlon. Pressure wrapped up here. Poked back in behind. Grabbed, fanned on, Stewart falls down, and now that's drawing a penalty. Trying for the wraparound, Conlon. Into the feet, and now touched up, and Bedford will hit the power play on the body contact. 12:01 to go in the third. Face off right down in front. Burke grabbing. Burke in behind. He's going to go for a wraparound. Stuffed on the corner. Cape Breton now back, working it up through the middle. 2-on-1 potentially forming up the left side. Has a man in front. Can't get the pass off, and that was a close call. Lead pass to Burke. Burke finding some open room through the middle. He stick handles into the wall. Winding up now, and back over to Jollymore. Johnson, my mistake. The J's on the name bars got me confused on there, but that was Johnston who played it around. Now near the hash marks. Killing time off. Ref saying to move it. Burke gets in on it. Comes back out in behind. Cut off, and that one's sent into a glove, and now Burke gonna pick it up. Down the left. Tries to get it through the legs. Shakes a man off. Getting pushed in along the wall. Handed on over. Handed off to no one. No one home there for Sears. Up the wall. Through the middle, Johnson. Johnson, sharp angle, one-timer in front, rolling up, and a good chance. Johnson connecting with Sears. Doesn't find the back of the net, though. Chandler in behind. Chandler backhands it out. That one turned over. Up towards the middle, in the feet. Sampson grabbing and shooting it out. Doucette leaves it for Robertson. Robertson up the right side now. Finding some room. Robertson on a circle back. He'll hold on to it. Into the feet. Gingerly plays it down low. It'll get him behind. That'll be the end of the penalty, and it'll also be inside 10 minutes now in this one-goal game. Led up through the middle. Robertson on it first. And now the delayed offside. Face-off coming now. Just inside 10 minutes. Shots 11-12. So Bedford got a little more even. Up through the middle now. Turned over. Nice move by McDougall. Shot. How did that one stay out? Had a good shot from in front on a nice move to create some space on the right. Chop that. Now left side. Head up. Looking for that connecting pass. Gets it off. Low one. Bouncing in behind. Oh, and cleared out of harm's way. Lead pass. Gonna have to circle back for it. Handed over by Jollymore. Up through the right, he gets cut off. Up the wall, back to McDougall. McDougall entering, shot. That one hits the back glass. You know, on the boards there, Bedford. Popped out in front, Conlon. Up from the back end now, West, cut off. Down low, Hard battle for it along the end boards and a hard battle in front. Grab now on the right side, trying to chip it by. Stops. Will they get it through? No. Up the left side now, that one picked up by Burke. Back in front, shot on that one into a shin pad. Trying to spin it back. Cape Breton picks up on it now, under 8 minutes to go. That one gets in between the legs, hustled after. Off the one hop, sent on. They're gonna keep that puck alive.
Go, go, go.
7:36 remaining here in the third period. Drop pass in the Sears. In from the back end now, sent on, the bounce pass, gonna have to circle back and falling into those boards, collision there. Left side, played over. Lead pass, gonna bounce onside. Nice job through the legs on one, tries to get through another, stopped. Back in behind now for Conlon. Conlon stops, head up, turned over to the middle. Cape Breton now, shot on, scores! And they tie it up 3-3 with 6:45 to go in the third. And tie for the first time here in a little bit as the turnover right up the middle, and 6:45 remaining in the third. That will be a tough one, as now even had a 2-goal lead at one point in this period. Drop back, right side, kept in. Now Cape Breton looking to get their first lead of the game. Bounced up, picked up, going for a skate now. Chandler has to back off, played it to the middle, low shot into a skate, there labors him. Now tough offside, as they would have had a bit of a man advantage with the injured player, but instead they'll clear out and player will be okay after the block shot, or at least able to get off into the bench. Backing around on the right, and delayed offside whistle down. Face off here near center. In near center. Cape Breton coming out within the offensive zone. Bedford trying to tie it up in the middle. It almost gets him behind. It's saved. Now wrapping around. Lead pass. Up to the right. Conlon trying to move ahead. Cut back. Now over the blue line. Back and behind. Touching that around. In along the end boards. Cape Breton. Stick comes down back to the line. Bedford in trouble here. Haven't had much offense. That one tipped high. Blown off. Sent back towards the middle. Bouncing up ahead, and now looking for a skate here. Bedford breakaway. Held on to. Back in. Stewart goes down, and a tripping call. Sent on with the rebound. And they're going to get him for the trip. So Bedford creates something here late with 5:09 to go. Now refs getting an explanation, so a semi-timeout here for both sides as 3-3 with 5:09 to go, and a big point here. Burke out there ready to go. All right, it looks like we're just about set here. Dying moment of this game here, last 5 minutes, 3-3 game. Back to the line, steered on. Pushed off to the corner, Burke back. That one chased after, grabbed by Ward, up the glass. Chopped on, nice move in front, handed off, can't get it. Burke tries to shoot it back the other way, no one home. Picked up by Peoples, who then shoots it down, and one man in behind, trying to get around, cut off, and now a hit laid. So that'll cancel out the power play real quick, as elects to take the body and won't go. And something you'll see a lot in these U13 games is the marching band of the penalty box, is what I like to call it. A combination of the refs not really given much out there in terms of body contact, and the fact there is no body contact. Obviously, for many, many, many years, U13AAA, formerly known as Pee Wee AAA, had hitting. It's taken out in the last few years, and I'm sure everyone's got their opinions on it. But all I know is, someone who commentates many of these games, is it does seem to cause some unnecessary, you know, penalties here and there. It's just, and I'll give the same reason I would talk about last year. The Pee Wee, or the U13AAA, it's the highest level you can get for this age around the province. So the level of hockey is higher, and when the level of hockey goes up to a level like this league, then physicality becomes a lot more a part of the game because of the higher skill players out there. So you take away the physicality, but you leave the skill in, and you get a lot of roughings and a lot of body contacts and a lot of those sort of calls. So nonetheless, that one picked up by McDougall. He went all the way in. So we'll continue on here. 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 6 seconds. Picked up on the side, trying to steer that in ahead. Down low, Sampson. And the other part about that is a lot of these players will go up and play U15 major, where there is hitting in the first half of the year. It's a major adjustment for the kids who are coming up, and it definitely puts them on the back foot. I mean, when you think about it, you got 4 segments to your U15 career. Before Christmas on first year, after Christmas on first year, before Christmas on second year, and then after Christmas. So the whole first before Christmas is usually getting adjusted to the hitting because it's out of this league. But I digress. That one shot in. Save made up the wall, back to Robertson. Still 4-on-4 for 18 seconds. Not much on that one. 3:22 remaining in the game. Burke down low. Getting dangerously close to the end here. Up ahead, up the left side. Trying to steer on. Robertson gets in on him. Arm won't go up on that one, as it'll be back the other way. 28 seconds left on the Cape Breton penalty now, or power play. Hand it off, lead pass in near the red line. Now on near the blue, shot. Big rebound out there, Robertson on it. Bounce pass there, now a cut move up ahead. Looking for some space, Bedford in on it, holding on, shot, big save, rebound, trying to jam away, and Schlender, short-handed with 2:43 remaining, almost had the leading goal. Puck dropped in there near center. Down into the right-hand corner. 2-on-2, they're at it. 2:30 remaining here in the third. Now the whistle will go. Reminder, if you want to check out some more high button action as we finish up here, high button Wolverines over there on that channel is the Halifax Wolverines U15 takes on the Bombers at the SMU Arena, and as well as games happening in Cape Breton starting in 15 minutes, and Dartmouth U15 over at Zatzman Sportsplex just down the road. And later we'll have Harbor Rage action as well as Dartmouth Voyageurs. That one's sent out the right side, bounce pass. Up along the wall. Sent in, 2:07 remaining. Back and behind, that puck gets led ahead, stopped. Bedford now up near center. Brought on by Sears, 1:50 to go. Next goal wins territory, backhand on by Johnson. Stops him behind, holds on, gonna hold still. Played it out, wide open shot here for Sears into the glove, and some extra after the whistle there. Some good opportunities, some good movement of the puck there by Bedford late in this game. Just over 90 seconds remain. I think we might go to overtime. I honestly kind of forget what the regular season, like I said, we do a lot of leagues here, so first one of the year, gonna have to figure it out, but stick around regardless to see what happens. We might be calling overtime, or we might be ending it here in minute 32, or Cape Breton or Bedford could score right here, down the right side. Conlon. Kept up the wall. That one's gonna get through the feet. They're gonna have to tag up. They do. They tagged up, but they whistled. That was a close one. Definitely looked like from this angle that all three players had that foot back over. But they'll whistle it down, and we'll continue on with 1:17 remaining. Back and behind, Cape Breton tied up in the feet. Going for a skate now up the right side. Sharp angle, that one misses the glove but stays out. Final minute to play here now. Cape Breton flicks it on down, hits the stick, heading back into the zone. Backhand over, have to hand that over to Hayes. Hayes up the right side, pass through the middle. Grabbed now by McDougall, stopped and sent back to the red line. Passed off, bounced up ahead. Chopping at it. Into the middle, Cape Breton chance. Played to the outside, 21 seconds, best opportunity in a while here for Cape Breton. Still alive, and it stays out in a hand pass with 16 seconds, and they had their licks at the lead there. One back, fanned on. Tough play there. Oh, and a risky one is caught back in front of it. Now Burke down the side here, 5 seconds to go. Shot on, and it stays out, and some extra stuff after the whistle. Now all sorts of pushing in front. And more coincidentals coming. And 2.9 seconds. Burke's heading to the box. So a hat trick and 4 penalty minutes for Burke here tonight. And it looks like the Zamboni's getting ready, so I don't know if we'll see extra time here, folks. Ready to puck, yeah, they're gonna say the face-off's outside. So coach is arguing for that one for a moment. ready to go. Clock running. And that'll take us to the end of the game here by the looks of it. And that'll do it. So a 3-3 tie was what the final will be here in Dartmouth. And that'll do it for us here on High Button Sports. Thanks for tuning in to another game. We'll be back at it with Bedford tomorrow afternoon in the home.